Okay, everyone, here we have a frightening prophecy, the story of the Sibyl and Aeneas. Okay, let's start off. Sibylla erat. The Sibyl was the priestess of Apollo. If you remember, we said that Apollo was the god of prophecy and indeed of poetry. The Sibyl was the priestess Apollinis genitive of Apollo. She had a cave, she used to have a cave nearby Cumae. Often she would sing, she used to sing her words, verba, neuter accusative plural, in place where, ablative, in the cave, deorum of the gods, genitive. Once Aeneas, do you remember the Trojan prince, heard the Sibyl, here's this new word, present participle, cantantem, accusative singular, singing. Once Aeneas heard the Sibyl singing. However, the words, genitive, of the gods terrified Aeneas. The Sibyl was singing, Bella horrida bella video, I see wars, neuter plural, horrible wars. Again and again you pugnabis will fight, future tense. Again and again you will fight in Italy. I see blood in the river. It's a very famous phrase, actually. I see rivers of blood. There was a British politician who, when talking about people coming over in the 1960s, I think, was incredibly racist, and he talked about foreseeing rivers of blood. He was actually an expert in the Aeneid, and he said some very offensive things about I foresee rivers of blood when he was talking about Britain's immigration policies at the time. He was talking about kind of race wars erupting because he didn't like people coming over from West Indian countries. Fortunately, he was forced out of England. I think he came over to Australia, where he became a Latin lecturer at Sydney University, or the University of New South Wales. He refused to teach women. Anyway, what a horrible guy. Enoch Powell was his name. I foresee rivers or blood in the river. I see dead bodies, corpora mortua. I see dead bodies in the river. The Trojans, pugnabunt, will fight bravely. Multas hastas jacient. They will hurl, future tense, they will hurl multas hastas, many spears, and interficient, and they will kill multos, many. Now you might think, well, many what? Do you remember we said adjectives? On their own, you can put in people or men. If it was multas, it would be they will kill many women. But here it's they will kill multos, many men. But often eritis, future tense, you will be terrified. Auxilium, you petetis, you will seek auxilium, help, from a new friend called Evander. Interestingly, Evander is Greek, even though the Greeks destroyed Carthage. Aeneas must seek help from this Greek refugee who now lives in Palantium with his son Pallas. You, in the Arcadians, you will seek help, ablative, from a new friend called Evander. Your friend, or the friend, will give help, Troianis, dative, to the Trojans, but you will also then be sad. You will see your new friend lacrimantem, crying, present participle, because in your war he will see his own suum filium, his own son, dead. Juno is angry. Juno will punish you and Tuos and your men. Aeneas was terrified and sad because he heard the words genitive of the gods. Nolebat, he was not wanting to fight again. He was not wanting to see his friend, lacrimantem, present participle, crying, accusative singular. However, the words of the gods were certain. Aeneas was not able to ignore the verba, the words of the gods. Well done, everyone. See you all next lesson. Bye-bye.